Good morning. I hope you are doing well. As you will have seen, I have gone through my morning routine. So I did a little bit of journaling this morning, which I always do with a hot drink of some sort. Usually it's hot water and lemon or ginger. And then I went to the gym, which you would have seen as well. Nothing overly exciting or particularly different to share today. But I've just sat down, I've had my smoothie. I'm trying to get better at having like a protein smoothie after going to the gym as that like immediate source of carb and protein. So this morning I had frozen berries, vanilla protein powder, and added in like some flax seeds, collagen, that kind of thing. And now I have sat down. I'm going to eat my breakfast, which is egg, seeds, avocado, and a little bit of Marmite on the toast. I just sent out a quick newsletter. I'm going to eat this now before it gets cold, and then I'll give you a little bit of an update on what I've been up to this week. It's been a really good week, lots of exciting things going on with my business and with my clients and kind of generally what I've been up to. So yeah, I'm going to have this breakfast, and then I've got a fun day ahead. I've got an acupuncture appointment at 11, and then going to head to Borough Market area, find something for lunch, sit in the sun. The sun has been out all week, which has been so dreamy, and honestly, the shift in like energy. I'm someone who is very much affected by seasonal affective disorder. My husband's a bit dubious. He's like, it's not a thing. Honestly, it is a thing. Like I'm not someone who worships the sun, and I always get like obsessive about putting sun cream on. So I just have like fear of being burnt, because when I was younger, I got burnt a few times, and now I just like, it honestly is a fear. But I love the sunshine, like the blue skies, the energy, just being outside, like the warmth on your skin is, yeah, for me, it's just so important. So I'm going to head to Borough Market area, find somewhere for lunch, go to like one of the market stalls, and then I really want to try out Genki Matcha. I've still never been, and I hear amazing things. And there's one near Borough Market. Apparently there's like a good upstairs area where you can do like some co-working. So I'm going to take my laptop, do some work there, try out one of their matches, and I will obviously bring you along as well. So quite a fun sort of fairly typical day in my life as a female founder, solopreneur, and the beauty of being able to work anywhere where there's Wi-Fi with your laptop. I don't have any client calls today, hence why I'm able to go out and work in a coffee shop and to make the most of the sunshine and kind of shifting up my scenery and my environment. So I will give you a little bit of an update once I've eaten this, and then I will take you along with me for the rest of the day. Hello guys, okay, I am back, had my breakfast. I do fear that that's not gonna fully fill me up, but we'll see what happens in the next hour or so. Maybe I'll have a little snack before I go to my acupuncture appointment. So it's Thursday, the 6th of March today, 9:13 a.m. And it's been a really good week. So this week on Sunday, it's International Women's Day. So I typically do quite a lot of work around International Women's Day, whether that's with organizations, companies, communities, to deliver workshops to their female talent, but also just generally to their employees. So I did one yesterday with Ocean Bottle, which was super cool. Ocean Bottle is one of those companies that like I genuinely love. They're a B Corp in like reusable brands. So they obviously do a lot around like reusable water bottles. They do like thermal cups and other kind of accessories. So I'm the proud owner. I should get it actually. Let me show you. Proud owner of a new reusable water bottle. And as someone who can't go anywhere without a water bottle, it was honestly the perfect gift. So this is my sky blue, brand new Ocean Bottle water bottle, which is divine. So I did a workshop for all around like resilience in leadership. So we looked at kind of mindset tools and frameworks that you can use under kind of high pressure, high stakes situations to help you feel more calm and be more responsive versus reactive. So that was really cool. There's probably about 20 or 30 employees there, their office near Old Street. And then I was actually due to be doing a panel talk today, But yesterday, unfortunately, it got postponed because 2 of the panelists are unwell. So it's going to happen in the next month or so I can keep you posted on that. That's with a big global talent agency. And there was a very cool talent that was meant to be on the panel. I don't know if any of you guys remember Talisa, who was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. She was in N-Dubs. Anyway, she's one of the talent that the agency represents, and she was going to be on the panel. So I'm hoping that when we get the confirmed date for its reschedule, that she will be on the panel as well. So that'd be super cool. And then otherwise, I did another workshop for a community for women in corporate, founders. They're called the Careers Edit. And I did a workshop with them a couple of weeks ago. That wasn't International Women's Day, but I'm running that same workshop next week for another company for International Women's Day. And that was all around how to like master your mindset and lean into discomfort and build up self-belief to be able to go after the things that deep down you want. So a lot of it was around fulfillment and how we find greater fulfillment in our work, in our lives, and what we can do to see tangible change in cultivating more fulfillment. So essentially, like, what are the things we want to let go of? What are the boundaries we want to introduce? Where am I doing things that, like, actually I'm doing because I feel like I should or I have to, rather than because I want to? And it's so hard, especially if you're in a corporate job or you've been building up a business and you suddenly realize, like, I don't feel fulfilled in this, and like, what am I actually doing this for? And knowing how to make change can feel really daunting and overwhelming because, you know, you put so much time and effort and commitment and sacrifices into that journey to then suddenly kind of second guess whether those decisions or that like path that you're on is right for you. So really interesting stuff. I've had a few client calls this week. So I work with clients who are either in corporate, wanting to kind of accelerate into like more senior leadership positions, or women who have their own business. So the mixture I really enjoy because they're both quite different challenges. The business owners are a lot more business strategy focused, so looking at their sales strategy, their social media, their marketing, their launches, how they can generate more income without having to work harder. And then the women in corporate is a lot of it's more mindset focused actually, and like developing leadership skills and more resilience and more like assertiveness and decisiveness with their mindset so that they can go on to manage bigger teams, have more responsibility. So it's been a really nice mixture this week. There's been a real good flow to it. And yeah, it's been a mixture of working from home, working from coffee shops. As I say, today I am heading out to Borough Market, so I'll take you with me there. And then, yeah, Friday tomorrow, I got a couple of things to do kind of on my laptop. So still developing out this new course that's coming in April, I believe, all around investing in property. So either your first home or your first like investment property, if you're someone who wants to generate sort of revenue from property. If that's something you're interested in, by the way, do let me know and I can send you the link as and when it's available. So I'm going to put together the like landing page for that today and design it. We've got the woman that I'm running it with. We've got the plan and the vision of like what it's called, what it's about, fonts, colours, etc. Now I'm just going to put the ideas onto a tangible website. So that's my task this morning before my acupuncture appointment at 11. So yeah, I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update so that you can kind of see a bit more behind the scenes and insights into what I'm doing in my business. But if you do have any questions, please do pop them in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer, or I can do more of a sit down kind of chatty style video on more like of what my day-to-day life as a online business coach entails. But yeah, anyway, I will catch up with you in a little bit. I cannot tell you how different this weather makes to moods, energy levels, productivity levels, everything. It's like genuinely warm. It's about 16 degrees, I think. I got my period back 2 days ago. I don't know whether it's acupuncture itself that was the kind of the sole factor, because I've had about 4 or 5 acupuncture sessions now over the past 4 or 5 weeks, and I've made lots of other changes to like my diet, my exercise regime, etc. But if it's contributing, then I'm happy. That's like the cutest little cafe near me. I've still actually never been to it. Maybe I should. As I was saying with acupuncture, like if any of you know more, or you've had more experience with acupuncture, like please do let me know, or send me any like good resources or podcasts or anything that like talk about it. In fact, I might have a look at that now and see if I can download a podcast that sort of gives the breakdown of acupuncture and how it works. But I hear a lot of good reviews. I would say though it's not cheap, so it's definitely not something that I'm going to kind of keep doing indefinitely, but I'm willing to stick at it for now and see how it goes. Had my acupuncture session, feeling very relaxed, and now heading to get the train into London Bridge. I always do this thing, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, where I kind of like talk myself out of doing a plan because I'm like, oh, can I be bothered? Should I just stay at home? Maybe I should just get lunch somewhere nearer. Can I be bothered to get the train? And sort of try and talk yourself out of doing something that actually you know you're really going to enjoy. So those were my thought processes when I was lying on my acupuncture bed trying to relax. And I said, no, I'm going to stick to my plan. I know when I'm there I'm going to enjoy it. It's actually super easy for me to get to London Bridge / Borough Market anyway. And there's so many tasty food options, and it's good to shift things up and do something different. I'm definitely someone who likes routine and likes familiarity and being in places that I know I'm going to have a good table to work from. I know I've got like a plug. I know it's like quiet. But someone that I know has recommended the coffee shop that I want to head to and said that it was a good workspace. And there's like lots of space upstairs. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a good spot. Worst case scenario, I'll find somewhere else. But I know that they do a good matcha. So that's they're my thought processes from the day. Basically, it's very easy to like stick to things that we know and being comfortable and staying in the same routine and going to the same places, but actually we don't learn anything new. We don't come across new people, situations or environments by doing that. And so sometimes it's good just to like do things that require a little bit more effort, because who knows what that might lead to. Who knows who we might meet or where we might feel inspired. So anyway, if you ever feel that way as well, know that you're not alone, but this is your sign to do the thing anyway. I just ran for the train. I made it with
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to London Bridge. The next station is Peckham Rye.
So I am at Genki Matcha. I haven't tried it yet. I got the iced almond matcha with a tiny bit of vanilla syrup. I don't really like sweet matchas. I normally have my own sugar-free syrup, which I think I mentioned in a previous vlog. And I was tempted to get the maple syrup, but I didn't want to ruin it. So I stuck with vanilla because I know that I really like it. There's no one else upstairs, which is kind of nice, but I might actually move downstairs once I've tried my matcha, because it's a nice little spot on in the window. A bit more going on, but let me try the matcha. Okay, I think I drank from the bottom because that was really sweet and there wasn't much in there, but really, really tasty. So what I'm going to do now is get my laptop out, do a little bit of work, check in with clients. I had a very disappointing lunch. You probably saw it. I got a little clip of it. but I was really in the mood for something like crunchy, fresh, healthy, but like filling and satisfying as well. So I found this nice little local like deli sandwich bar, and I asked like a tuna mayo pitta with cucumber, lettuce, tomato, and it was just a bit dry. There wasn't like a huge amount in the pitta, so that was a little bit disappointing. But I did sit in the sun on the edge of the market and was just like people watching, so the atmosphere was good, but yeah, it was a little bit unsatisfying. Anyway, I sometimes get a bit overwhelmed like in a market because Borough Market is so busy. I didn't know what to get, so I was like, actually this place that I walked past, I used to go when I worked like in this area about 6 years ago, so I knew that it was there and I had good memories, but I think I just ordered the wrong thing. So anyway, not the end of the world. It was still tasty, just wasn't like super satisfying. But now that I've got my matcha, I'm feeling more satisfied. And yeah, otherwise the sun is shining, it's blue skies. I work really well in coffee shops, like environment change, being just like around people. I think I mentioned this before, but yeah, another matcha spot, tried and tested. I can't believe I haven't tried Chenki before. I know they've got a couple of other locations around London. But yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of laptop work. I can't remember exactly what I've got in my diary. I'm someone who likes to time block, so blocking out my tasks like in advance, knowing what I need to do when, and then I can move things around if I don't have time. I was meant to be doing this panel talk today, so I actually had the afternoon open because I was like blocked to do that. So I've been able to rejig a few things around. It's mainly going to be working on this property investment program that we're working on behind the scenes, and then I'm pretty sure there's a couple of other things that I need to do, and then I'll probably head back in like an hour or two. I need to film some content, which obviously I can't do in a public space. So yeah, I'll let you know if there's anything of interest. I do really want to get a new reading book as well. I started reading a book called Julia because I finished William Boyd, Any Human Heart, which was really, really good. I would really recommend it. And then my friend gave me this book called Julia, which she really raved about, but I haven't really got into it. I read like 80 pages and I'm just like reading for the sake of reading, like in the evening at the end of the night, just to like wind down, but I'm not finding it that gripping. So if I can see a bookshop near me, there is actually a bookshop where I live on the high street, so I might go there on my way back and see if I can pick one up. I've got like a list on my phone of books that are on my hit list, so I'll see if any of those they've got and then I can pick that up. But yeah, that's just it for me. Right, so I'm back on the train heading back home. I wouldn't say that was overly successful. It was a very good matcha and it was nice to be out in the sunshine. But I think because my lunch was a little bit disappointing, the like seating setup at the coffee shop wasn't ideal. But I was there for like an hour and a half, got some work done, and I do like trying out different locations, but it kind of then reaffirms my second guessing and overthinking of going to new places, because I'm like, well, I know spots that are good, but I guess until you try new places, you don't know. So anyway, it's super easy. It's like 15 minutes on the train, and as I say, it's warm and sunny, so it's no harm was done. This is also your reminder that even when you're feeling super busy, whether you're at work or whether it's in your business, and like the weather's nice, or someone asks you to go for a coffee, or you get like a last minute invite to a gallery or a show or a yoga class, it's like there's always the temptation to think, I can't, I'm too busy, or I've got too much on. But if there is an opportunity where actually you could move something around, or you could move, you know, a meeting or a piece of work that you have planned, if you can move it, because those opportunities like do appeal and it is something you want to do and it's going to bring you joy, here's your reminder to say yes, because it's so easy, and I'm like guilty of this myself, and it's something that I've definitely worked on, is like being able to be flexible and being able to be open-minded, because yes, there's work that needs to be done, and yes, there's deadlines we need to meet, but sometimes saying yes to invitations is so much more rewarding. And I'm sure we can always do the things slightly later. It's like, just because we need to do them, do we need to do them now? And being a little bit more flexible rather than being super rigid with our diaries. I think now that the weather's getting warmer as well, it's like if it is sunny, can you go out for an hour and sit in the park, read, go for a walk, listen to some music, call a friend, and just like shuffle your diary around a little bit? Because otherwise we end up neglecting ourselves of like from joy and fulfillment and the things that like recharge us and light us up. And actually realistically, if we move things around by an hour to be able to go and see a friend or go to an exhibition or, you know, just go for a nice coffee or something, like that's actually going to recharge us more, so that when we come back to our desk and do the work, we're feeling even more inspired, creative, in flow, and that then shines through in the work that we do. So that's just a little reminder, because I'm definitely someone who likes to follow routine, likes to know what I'm doing, like I have a plan, I like to stick to it. So sometimes I get these invitations from like a last minute plan or a friend, or just like the idea of like pops into my head of like, oh, I kind of want to do this, but then I feel, oh no, I can't because I've got to carry on doing the work. But actually I've learned, having put myself in the positions and like forced myself to do things, that those things actually are fuel for better work and more focused work and more energy. So if that resonates, let me know. But it's just a reminder to be a bit more spontaneous and open-minded, and like follow your intuition rather than your head all the time. Hello guys. Okay, I am tuning in to sign off this vlog. I actually ended up coming home and sitting on my bed, finishing up some work. We get so much nice sunlight into our bedroom in the afternoon, and as it was blue skies and sunny, I was like, right, I'm just gonna make myself comfortable and sit and do a bit of work here, and it was actually very productive. So not all productive work is done at a desk. I think that's a key thing to remember. And I appreciate that I have the luxury of being able to do that as a entrepreneur who works for themselves. So maybe you can't do that if you have to go into the office, but it does come back to this whole notion of, you know, shifting up your work environment, creating a space that makes you feel comfortable and inspired and focused in whatever capacity that is. I think for me, it's always like having spaciousness around me. But I'm feeling a little bit tired now. I didn't have a super good night's sleep last night, even though I had really good sleeps the nights before. So I might wander down to the bookshop and try and find a book and then figure out what we're going to have for dinner tonight. We have nothing in the fridge, so I'm not sure what we're going to do. There's part of me that really feels like a pizza and a glass of wine. I haven't been drinking like at all recently. I think in the month of February I had 4 alcoholic drinks in total, 2 beers, 1 Campari spritz and 1 glass of wine, and that was it. And honestly, I've been really enjoying it. It's all been part of like this sort of hormone health journey that I've been on, where my acupuncturist advised trying to kind of really cut out alcohol and caffeine. Well, not caffeine, but caffeine, which I have done completely. I haven't had a coffee for 5 weeks now. And, you know, I got my period back, so something's working. But alcohol isn't like a no-no, it's just reducing it, because it obviously spikes your hormones and interrupts sleep, and all of that kind of thing is important for getting back on track with regular cycles. So that's kind of all my news really, but I hope you've had a good day. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Please let me know in the comments if you ever got any topics you want me to elaborate on, any questions about running my business, life in London. I'll link one of my other vlogs here so that you can get another taster of kind of other things that I get up to on like a day out in London, solo day dates, things like that, if that's something you're interested in or want to kind of get more confident with. And yeah, otherwise make sure to leave a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos, and let me know in the comments on what other types of videos you would love to see on my channel.